episode 5 of Helmet to Helmet. This is our predictions episode. We're going to be doing some NFL and college predictions. But first, we have to talk about the NBA news that broke this morning. We are recording on Thursday, and it was that Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, as well as Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups, both arrested by the FBI this morning in connections with a gambling ring that was associated with the mob. Not a good time. This comes after the summer where Malik Beasley got arrested for a very similar thing, and obviously the Jonte Porter news of old where he obviously was trying to miss shots because he was trash anyways. But
still had a better make percentage than Angel Reese.
Yeah, that was the funniest meme for a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's so bizarre to me that these players and coaches would even do this because they're making so much money, and it's not like it's the NFL or the NHL or MLB where you have some guys on the rosters that may not make millions upon millions of dollars, but if you're in the NBA, you are making millions.
You're making millions.
There's only a small selection of NBA players and coaches. They all make a lot of money. And the fact that you would risk your livelihood on something like that is completely bizarre to me. There's really no excuse. And I saw a message from Terry Rozier's lawyer that was stating that he was upset that Terry Rozier had to do a perp walk. He wasn't allowed to turn himself in. But can you blame the FBI?
Don't do illegal gambling with the mob next time?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think the FBI was probably upset that they didn't make it enough public information for the Malik Beasley and Jonte Porter cases. Mm-hmm. They probably wanted to make an example out of these two guys, and I really can't blame them. And his lawyer can say whatever he wants, but don't commit a crime, and then this wouldn't have had to happen.
Yeah, just don't do bad things.
Yeah, it's kind of just the world I think that we're moving into, where this is going to happen over and over again. If you're an Iowa State fan, you obviously know this happened to us with our quarterback one year, but he was trash. He's on the Saints now, actually.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, though, just wanted to bring up that news because we had to talk about it. National Sports Podcast.
Yeah, I gotta. I mean, so it's with the mob, so there's got to be something that if they force them to do it, that's the only thing I could rationally think of because it makes zero sense to just don't do that. It's not that hard. Yeah,
it's the mob part is going to add a lot of interesting pieces to this for sure because like you said, they could definitely make the claim of, they threatened my family's life or something like that.
Or they have some blackmail on you or something.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't know. Obviously, nothing's come out yet. So who's to say, what information will come out or who will come out later? I don't think this is going to be the end of this saga for the NBA.
Oh, no.
It seems like an ongoing problem that they're going to continue to have. All right, next segment, BeZRK Bets. We have it every week. 19-14 on the year, 2-0 in the Sicko Game of the Week. I'm going to quickly run through this as fast as humanly possible. Starting out, I will not be betting this, but I just wanted to put it out there that Iowa State is 2.5-point favorites against BYU with half of our defense out. That's completely bizarre to me. Don't understand how that's possible. I'm not betting it. Just wanted to put that information out there. But I will be taking Ole Miss plus 5.5 at Oklahoma. Bounce back game for Ole Miss. Northwestern plus 8.5 at Nebraska. Nebraska's too focused on next week at USC or against USC for their black shirt game. I think this one is a lapse in judgment for them. I have Vanderbilt minus 2.5 versus Missouri. I love what Diego Pavia is doing. This is a bizarre line to me. I thought it would be closer to 4 or 5 points. I got Alabama minus 12.5 at South Carolina. South Carolina's garbage. Their defense is garbage. Lenore Sellers has not looked that good yet. Waiting for him to have a game that shows the first-round pick potential that he's supposed to have. Yeah. Waiting on that one. Next up, I got Cincinnati minus 3.5 versus Baylor. I actually might go to this game on Saturday.
That's cool.
There's some people that are going that I might want to try to find or meet. But yeah, Cincinnati's playing very, very well this year. I continue to be amazed by what they're doing. And next up, Texas A&M minus 2.5 at LSU. I've taken Texas A&M, I think, in every single week.
Every week.
I love Marcel Reed. Their defense just needs to play well for literally a quarter. If their defense plays well for one quarter, they will win almost every game because their offense is so good. And
LSU's kind of on that fall off too, so makes sense.
And Nussmeier looks hurt.
Yeah,
he does not look good.
Healthy.
Yeah. And the Sicko Game of the Week, there's actually not a line out for it, but I don't care what the line is. I'm taking it no matter what it is. North Dakota State at South Dakota State, number 1 versus number 2 in the FCS. Not really a Sicko game. I thought about it, and I'm like, it's Sicko adjacent, but I'm still using it
just
as the
because it's
sicko game.
FCS. Yeah.
I'm slamming North Dakota State. My sister went there for a year, so there's my loose connection.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Bison.
Yeah, they're usually like the FCS powerhouse. I don't mind they just don't join the FBS, but
yeah, they had one graduating class that had more national championships than losses.
oh my gosh,
They won like 3 natties, lost 2 games, or
Dang.
4 natties, lost 2 or 3 games,
Yeah,
something
like,
crazy
come
like
on.
that. But yeah, those are gonna be the BeZRK bets. 19 and 14 on the year. Tell me. All right, NFL picks week 8. I'm sitting at 26 and 18.
I'm a perfect 500 at 22 and 22.
You're literally just playing Steelers football.
Yeah,
You're
don't
Mike
like
Tomlin.
them, but I'm just like them.
Yeah, for a Browns fan, you're playing a lot of Mike Tomlin football.
I'd rather be 500 than in the gutter. So yeah.
That's true. You had a good comeback week then, because you were sub 500.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I went very well in this last week.
Yeah. So first game Thursday night tonight. I know this is going to come out Thursday morning, but trust us. I'm taking Vikings.
That'd be Friday morning.
No, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. You said it would come out Thursday morning. That's right now.
I thought I said it is Thursday morning.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I
Wait,
just
restart.
whatever.
Let's restart this.
Oh, we can have that in the podcast.
Just restart this.
Okay.
Now I'm confused. Ew, look how my hair's like sweating. Okay. 3, 2. NFL picks week 8. I'm sitting at 26 and 18, the leader as of right now, Luke.
Yep, I'm 22-22, perfect 500.
Yep, playing some Mike Tomlin football over there for a Browns
Yeah.
fan. Pretty suspicious. That's
Or-
all I have to say.
Rather be 500 than bad.
That's
and
true.
very bad.
That's true. You could be the Browns instead of the Steelers.
just be losing a lot.
Yeah. So first game, Thursday night football. This is going to come out on Saturday morning, but trust us, it is Thursday morning currently. So if we happen to both get the game right or wrong, we're not dumb.
We're not cheating.
Yeah, we're not dumb and we're not
Yeah.
cheating. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. I have absolutely no faith in the Chargers offensive line, and with Hampton still out, I just see it as a tough time for them. Yeah.
Yeah, the Vikings, with the Vikings defense, I feel like the Chargers run game is going to be non-existent without Hampton or Najee. And their tackles, Joe Alt is still not back yet. They had a not good showing against the Colts. Now, the Colts are a really good team. But then also you have the Vikings. Carson Wentz was terrible as well versus the Eagles. And originally I had picked the Chargers, but I think I've just now convinced myself to go with the Vikings.
You've just convinced yourself to go with the Vikings? Yeah. I
changed my mind.
That's a good take.
Because, Chargers, they just need to get healthy. And then they'll be good again.
Yeah. All right. Next game. No London game or no Europe game this week, so I don't have to wake up at 9:30 to watch a game. Like watching that Jaguars-Rams game was,
just for
was so depressing.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that a bit in the last podcast, but that was so depressing to watch.
Yeah.
So let's get into Dolphins-Falcons. I'm taking Falcons. I don't like it, but the Dolphins are that bad.
So the Falcons got shut down by a injury-ravaged 49ers team. The Dolphins, I enjoyed the win, but the Dolphins are terrible. It's the Falcons by default.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
Yeah.
All right, Bengals, Jets in Cincinnati. Kind of the same thing.
If there's one team worse than the Dolphins,
yeah, I'm
it's the
taking
New
the
York
Bengals.
Jets.
Really, no other explanation needed. I'm taking the Bengals.
I mean, Justin Fields no longer playing. Tyrod Taylor's not much better. It's another unkable between Tyrod Taylor and Joe Flacco. And I got Joe Flacco going 2-0 in the Unkables.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he might make them playoff contenders.
Yep, I'm picking up Chase Brown in fantasy again. So
yeah,
he's on waivers for some reason.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you take over on this one. Browns Patriots.
Alrighty. Browns coming off a big win at home versus one of the worst teams in the league. We are kings of the trash heap because our defense is actually good. But now we have to go into Foxborough to play the Patriots, who are playing their best ball of the year. Drake May just looking good. But where this game gets even is the Patriots' running game. Antonio Gibson out for the year already. Mike Vrabel just has a vendetta against Travion Henderson. Just won't give him touches. And I have to assume Ramondre Stevenson gets the majority of touches this week again. in which he has a problem with fumbling. So my players to watch for the Browns this week are both rookies, Mason Graham and Carson Schwetzinger, both playing elite levels of football. Schwetzinger was 33rd overall pick, Graham being the 5th. And I think if the Browns can get some takeaways off their running game, maybe if they just shut down their running game in general, maybe get a couple turnovers, we can make the Patriots one-dimensional. Maybe Drake May makes a mistake. Browns got a good defense. And so I'm going to go with the Browns for the upset.
Wow. I'm not. I'll go with the Patriots.
That's probably the better pick.
Yeah, I no offense to you, but yeah, I don't trust beating the Dolphins as a reputable
That
win,
is the benchmark,
as a reputable win. So yeah, Giants Eagles revenge game for the Eagles can get that revenge that loss. Last week was probably the best game Jalen Hurts has played.
Oh yeah.
In the regular season, I think that they
Probably his
piggyback
career.
off that, and I'm really angry at Giants players right now. After Russell Wilson came out and said like the Sean Payton thing, he's still bounty hunting in the media. It's like, no, Russell, you're trash, and Sean Payton knew that if he played against you, his odds of winning were way better. He watched you play from the sidelines for 2 years. He knows. Trust me. So with that knowledge, I'll be going with the Eagles.
Yeah. Plus, I think what Sean Payton said,
It's
basically,
not wrong.
if you don't know, he in the post-game press conference he said that he wishes the Giants waited to make the switch to Jackson Dart until after their game, which I think he meant as a compliment to Jackson Dart,
Yes.
and it was kind of backhanded
Exactly.
against Wilson.
Yeah.
It's so funny though.
It's hilarious.
And that's the most like. I didn't think Russell Wilson would say that, but I mean, I like it.
I know,
Getting
for
scrappy
the most
with
like
Russ.
religious man
Yeah.
in the NFL to say that. A part of me was kind of like, okay, Russell, like I respect you saying something, but I literally don't think Sean Payton meant that.
No, I don't
ill
think
will.
Sean Payton actually meant that.
I have to give respect to Will Compton. He was like the only news reporter or only like sports media person I saw who kind of defended Sean Payton's words. Everyone else kind of agreed with Russell. I don't at all. Even though if he was making fun of Russell Wilson, he kind of has
Still
the right to do
valid,
so
yeah.
because he kind of ruined 2 years of Broncos football.
Yeah.
It was so painful to watch. So yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Did you say you're going to Eagles?
This one being in the link, yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to Eagles.
Bills Panthers. Every single part
man.
of me wants to hop back on the Panthers bandwagon. I want
Yeah.
to so badly. They've won their last 3 games, but
But the
Bills bounced
competition they
back. Yeah, the
played
Bills bounced
was
back in this
not
one.
good. Yeah, this is even in Charlotte. Yeah, it's the Bills.
yeah, I'm going with Bills. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so
Next game though, I don't love myself for this pick, but Bears at Ravens, and I am going to go with the Chicago Bears.
so am I. Yeah.
Really?
Lamar
Lamar
is.
back?
I think Lamar is going to play. The Ravens got a 70% chance
Yeah,
to
they're
win. I guess that's
6.5
because
point favorites.
it's in Baltimore. I guess.
The
I guess Lamar is back, but Lamar doesn't play defense.
no. He
And the
does not.
Bears defense playing very well. The Bears offense didn't look so good. Mainly Caleb Williams didn't look so good last week against the Saints, but DeAndre Swift is starting to have a breakout a
He's
little
tearing
bit
it up.
under Ben Johnson. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with the Bears too.
Yeah, the thing that sold it for me was seeing a tweet from Kyle Hamilton, the safety for the Ravens,
yeah.
and he was asking people if he should do a 50 states, 50 hot dogs tour. And I was like, if this is what you're focused on,
That's like their best defensive player right now.
Yeah, if you're 1-5 focused on glizzies,
Glizzy.
we've got problems. So
Glizzy
I'm going with the Bears
gladiator.
for literally that reason alone. No other reasoning.
Yeah, Lamar's going to make that offense better, but it's his first game back from an injury after
Their defense
after
did not get
missing so many games. Their defense is literally Kyle Hamilton and friends. There's no one else.
Yeah. It's a little sad. We
yeah.
got 49ers at Texans, and I kind of alluded to it, that the Texans offense is painful to watch. So with that knowledge, I'm going to go with the 49ers. Kind of an Iowa State bowl. I know I always talk about Iowa State. I'm selfish in that way. But Iowa State quarterback, I don't even know if Brock's supposed to play.
I don't know if Brock Purdy's
But playing against 3 Texans receivers who all went to Iowa State, kind of cool to see that. But, yeah, I still have absolutely no faith in the Texans. And the fact that they're favored in this game is crazy.
The Texans are weird because before this, I don't know if it changed after the Monday night game, but before that game, they were the number 1 defense in scoring. They allowed the least points in the league. And it's just they should be good. Like C.J. Stroud, we saw it in his rookie year. He can be a good quarterback. I think it's their offensive line is the number one issue for them.
Yeah, and they traded away Tunsil. That was such a bad trade in hindsight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not even in hindsight. That was just such
No,
a bad trade.
that was a bad trade from the start. Yeah.
Like, he was their only good,
Offensive
only, like,
lineman.
all-pro level offensive lineman. And I think also Milton's hurt, right? He's been hurt the whole year, their running back.
Mixon?
Mixon,
Joe Mixon.
Why did I say? I was thinking Joe Milton.
Joe Milton. I was like,
Bazooka Joe. He's always on my mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Mixon hasn't played all year. He might not even their
I don't
one
think
game.
he is supposed to play all year.
Yeah, I have him stashed in my IR spot on one of my fantasy teams.
That's like me with Joe Burrow.
I'm hoping he comes
I've got
back.
Joe Burrow there, and
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I even? He's only gonna play like 2 or 3 games still. But anyways,
Like, I really want to go because the Texans should win with how ravaged the 49ers defense is. But I think Shanahan and Robert Saleh are doing a fantastic job, so I'm going to go with 49ers.
yeah, and I thought the 49ers on Sunday played probably their best football so far this year without Brock Purdy. It was CMC's best game by a country mile.
George Kittle blocking made a huge difference.
Yes, they look better. They definitely looked better against the Falcons for sure. And I don't think the Texans are miles above the Falcons.
No.
So that's kind of my reasoning towards that one. Let's get into the afternoon slate. Buccaneers at Saints. Should we both say Bucks on 3? 1, 2, 3. Bucks. Okay, let's move on. We don't need to talk about the Saints.
It's the Saints.
Yeah. We have the Titans at the Colts. I mean, a lot of these games, it's the really bad teams versus the good teams.
This afternoon slate.
I love Danny Dimes. The fact that this is a 14.5-point spread.
Oh, in the NFL is crazy.
In the NFL, that like 10-point spreads are unheard of usually. The fact that they are saying the Colts are going to win by 2 touchdowns, I actually don't. Like, I kind of like that line still.
I feel like it's going to be more than that.
I feel like it could be 20 very easily. And I love the Colts. I love the revival of Danny Dimes. Everyone, you love to see it, and I love Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Watching Jonathan Taylor play running back makes me feel so bad that Wisconsin's not good at football this year because I'm like, he's so good. Like, how did they go from him to what they are currently?
Nothing.
It's insane. I wanted to save this game for last. Oh wait, did you pick this game? Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Colts, but I didn't want to say we saw interim head coach Mike McCoy for the Titans last week. Clock management was not good, and they got. Because usually when you fire a coach and you get that interim, that first game, it's like, oh, let's go get him, and they win. They pull off an upset.
Game. Yep.
Yeah, not even that can save the Titans.
Nope, not at all.
It's Colts time.
So we have Cowboys at Broncos. You definitely don't know this, but I think I may have told you once. But one of my best friends is a huge Cowboys fan, and so it's hate week. And I assure you that when the Broncos beat the Cowboys on Sunday, he is not going to. I will make sure he has a bad day. I will do everything in my willpower to ruin his day. I love the Broncos. The Broncos might be down by 20 at half. I don't think that that's.
I mean, 33 in the fourth. Yeah.
I love this team. It's so much fun.
This was honestly I think this and the Sunday night game, which we'll get to in a minute, were the 2 hardest games for me to pick. I mean, Cowboys offense is on fire. Dak is literally an MVP candidate, and that sounds weird to say, but I mean he is. And their defense actually looked kind of good last week. Of course, Jane Daniels getting injured in that game. Even before that, though, they held down Bill. Jane Daniels couldn't do much. And it was odd because the Cowboys' defense has been playing so poorly this year. And then in the flip side, the Broncos' defense that had been locked down, of course, allowed the Giants to have a 19-point lead. Of course, the offense the offense wasn't doing them any favors, which is what I go through with the Browns every single week. So I kind of understand that, and that they still won. They got a clutch interception late. That was the Justin Stranad.
Yep.
So it kind of came down. I'm a big believer in home field advantage, which this game is at Mile High, and that is a big home field advantage because of it's a Mile High.
Yeah, one of the biggest home field advantages in
so I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Yeah, I did want to add one other note to this. I do think it's a little Mickey Mouse, the box score of the Giants game, because some of the scoring possessions were crazy. Like the tight end touchdown pass that was like tipped for the Giants. There was a lot of weird things happening. The one thing I do like about the Broncos in this game more than any other team in the NFL is having Pat Surtain be able to lock down one of the receivers because you can't stop both. Pickens and CD are always going to have good games. They're elite level wide receivers.
Yeah.
But if he can shut down CD, then I like the rest of the defense being able to stop Pickens. So that's kind of where I'm going with this, kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen. But it should be a fun game to watch. Definitely, I think the best game of Sunday, other than maybe the Sunday night game because of the storyline, which we can jump right into. Packers at Steelers. Everyone knows it's the Aaron Rodgers revenge game, even though
it's in Pittsburgh. But Packers come to play Aaron
I don't
Rodgers.
even think he has any bad blood with the Packers organization now. Not at all. Because I think he very much left because he knew Jordan Love was the next guy.
It was going to be Jordan's time. So he had already sat for 3 years.
I don't think he has any ill will towards them. I think he knows he's getting a statue at some point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All that kind of stuff.
He's the best quarterback in their history, which is impressive because they also have Bart Starr and Brett Favre.
Yeah, and Brett Favre he's got some off the field stuff that they don't want to they don't want to recognize. So, but yes, I will be going with the Steelers. I love the revenge game factor. The Steelers may lose by a lot, but I just want to believe in the revenge factor game. So that's why I'm going with the Steelers.
Yeah, this, like I said earlier, this was probably the hardest game for me to pick, it being in Mike Tomlin's House of Horrors at Acrisure Stadium. But, man, I just think, and as the AFC North professional here, I feel like this is just a game because the Steelers had their game that they should have won that they completely blew last week against the Bengals because their defense played awful and TJ Watt was awful. So I feel like this is the game where they magically win against a team that's much better than them. But at the same time, I think the Packers are just the better team.
Their defense has not looked
man.
as much as it's up to be. They've been raving all year about how good this defense is supposed to be.
It was good in the first 2 weeks, and then they lost to the Browns.
I hate to say it, but I really think that we might look back in 5 years and say that the Cowboys won that trade.
It depends who they pick who they get with those picks.
Well, the issue that the Packers have right now is they're not first in their division. The Lions are 6-1.
Oh, the Lions just won. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the Bears are right there too. Mm-hmm. And the Vikings are always going to be
they're always going to
be like a frisky team. No matter who's at quarterback, they're always going to be kind of like the Steelers of the AFC. You can never with O'Connell at coach, you kind of can't count them out. Don't know why I'm talking so much about the Vikings in the Steelers game, but
I think I had originally had the Packers, but I think I might flip here to the Steelers, which hurts.
So the only game that we have different is the Browns-Pats game.
Yeah, in which I'm probably
a lot of these games though are like the
that's just
trash
a homer
teams.
Pick for me.
Yeah. The only one I would want I want to believe that the Jets are going to win a game. I just don't know when it will happen, but I want to get it right when it happens.
Yeah, I want to be like, oh, I'm going to get the Jets again.
I'm switching. I'm going Jets.
Okay.
Wait. Yep, I'm going Jets.
Yeah,
I think Tyrod is supposed to start all game.
Yeah, he's.
So I think that's gonna. No offense, I think it's gonna help him not having Justin Fields because Justin Fields just doesn't throw the ball. He
just holds on to it for way too long.
It's really bad.
And it just every time I go to pick one of these teams between the Packers and Steelers, I just think no, the other one's way better or has a better situation. Steelers have a much better situation. Packers are a better team. I think this is just gonna be your Steelers BS game. I have to go Steelers.
Yeah, it'll never look normal to me that it's not called Heinz Field anymore.
Oh yeah,
that was like my favorite, maybe my favorite like name of any field ever was Heinz Field, and
Acrisure is just so soulless.
It sounds so weird too, and they're a Michigan-based company, which is also slightly odd to me. But anyway, I'm rambling about sponsors, which I don't even want to get into because I will go off on NFL and college football sponsors because it's outrageous nowadays what they do. But anyways, Monday Night Football, Commanders at Chiefs, and Commanders without Jaden Daniels, without a bunch of wide receivers. It's going to be an ugly, ugly game.
Commanders are dead in the water. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they're so old. Like their team is so. The Marshawn Lattimore looked like he was in hell against the Cowboys. Like he
could not stop anything.
Like he looked like he was on the verge of tears. Like he just was like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Yeah.
And then Bobby Wagner trying to chase down like running backs is sad to watch a little bit. I mean, do you remember when they had Chase Young? Like
the commies did have Chase Young. Yeah.
Like and then they got. I mean, some weird defensive decisions for the Commanders, and without Jaden Daniels, they don't really have like that frisky feeling to me. Like Mariota he's a serviceable backup, but
No.
I don't think he gives them a chance to win. The Chiefs are the hottest team in the NFL right now. Another double-digit spread, 12.5 for this game.
Oh, yikes.
I kind of would think that this game would be a bigger blowout than the Colts game, just because the Colts are so weird.
Yeah,
like,
it is divisional between Colts and Titans as well.
And so I'm kind of on the same wave where I'm like, I think the Chiefs are going to cover 12.5 because I have the last 3 weeks, they've done nothing but just blow teams out. They boat race people.
And that includes the Lions, too.
Yeah, Rashee Rice is back. Hopefully, they're going to keep him out of vehicles and they're going to be okay.
Get him a public transport to the game.
Yeah, 6 bye weeks this week. The NFC West basically is all just taking a bye week, but minus the 49ers, which
the
is
Lions,
weird to me.
the Lions and Seahawks being on the same bye week really screws me because I have so many of their players.
I have so many Lions players. I didn't even realize it. I don't have any. I have. Did not realize this. I think in draft that I drafted as my first 2 running backs David Montgomery and Kyron Williams. So
both
I
on
have.
buys, yeah.
So now I'm rocking R.J. Harvey.
Oh man.
And I don't even know who my second running back is.
Yeah, one of my
Not
leagues,
important.
I have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jackson Smith-Njigba, which has been a blessing, and not this week.
Justice Hill is my other running back.
Oh man, yeah, you might just be taking an L this week.
No, I'm winning.
I'm winning.
Free
for sure.
Aaron Hernandez is not losing any more games. That's my favorite.
Yeah, if this Monday night game was played in week 2, I'd take the Commanders, but yeah, not right now. Commanders are just injured the hell and back.
Yeah.
I got the Chiefs down.
Yeah, also one thing I did want to talk about in the NFL was, are we just going to get another Patrick Mahomes MVP Super Bowl?
No, yeah.
I mean,
according to Tony Romo.
With Baker's game on Monday, he moved into first for MVP odds, or maybe he was already in first and then he just moved. Now he's way ahead.
That shouldn't even count against Baker, though. Like, Mike Evans broke his collarbone mid-game, and he was going off of... I think the game plan was around Mike Evans, and then he got hurt, and they were like, oh, well, we're screwed now.
And he's out for season.
Broken collarbone. Yeah, that's pretty much
that's
season.
so sad. There was some...
His 1,000-yard streak.
There was some weird discourse on Twitter, like there always is, where because people said, oh, Mike Evans goes down, what a tragic way for one of, like, the all-time greats. And...
Yeah.
Like, a couple people were being like, oh, he's not one of the all-time greats. And I'm like, he is probably the best receiver in the NFL of the last 10 years. Or the most consistent, like, 1,000 yards every year. You could mark that off on your calendar. Mike Evans will get 1,000 yards. And he was on pace to do it this year.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm a huge Mike Evans fan. Because I remember growing up playing Madden, he was so OP.
Yeah. I
love Mike Evans.
All-time great is kind of a heavy term because, no, you're not going to say Mike Evans in the same sentence as Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Like, Mike Evans.
But he has a ring.
Yeah, he's going to make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. He's got 11,000 receiving yards.
He's obviously not, those two receivers. He's not them.
I don't think he's a top 10 wide receiver of all time, but he's going to make the Hall of Fame.
I think I think maybe not top 10, but I think he's definitely pushing top 20 easily.
Top 20, yeah.
Top 15.
Well, it depends how you would rank it, because if you want to have guys like Don Hudson, who played in the 60s on there, that would depend.
It would all kind of depend, like, how you justify it, like, when you start it. Because, like, obviously Megatron's better, too, and different things like that. So, but, yeah, I'm looking at the MVP odds. Patrick Mahomes at plus 135. Josh Allen plus 400. Baker at plus 700. So, somehow Baker dropped below Josh Allen and is now tied with Drake May.
Well, when it comes to Mahomes, the NFL will just forget the first 2 games of the year where he was absolutely terrible because he had no wide receivers.
They need to stop the MVP is just the quarterback of like the best.
Because Jonathan Taylor should be up there.
Jonathan Taylor and Bijan Robinson should they should both be. And I would even say Jackson Smith-Njigba is having one of the best.
He's on pace to break Megatron's record. Single season receiving yards.
He's been one of the best players in the league, not even like just skill position, like just best players in the league. And the fact that they have right now Micah Parsons as the best defensive player is weird to me. Because I would say it's Nick Bonito.
Oh yeah.
Right now,
stat wise, this season,
stat wise, Nick Bonito and Aiden Hutchinson are having the best statistical seasons.
Yeah, they got like 9.
Myles Garrett's always. I mean,
He needs to get
Myles
sacks.
Garrett's his stats don't do justice for, like, you have to watch Myles Garrett's games to go, okay, yeah, there's a reason why, why he doesn't get sacks, because he gets triple teamed.
Yeah,
every single time.
Myles Garrett still has to. He has like 6 sacks on the year. I'd like to see him do more, considering some dudes have like 9 right now. But yeah, he's the best defensive player in the league.
One of. To me, the best defensive player in the league is Pat Surtain.
Yeah, wait, I think I said this on the podcast before. I don't know if I did or not. I've started a jersey collection where I'm getting at least one for every team except the other AFC North teams that are not Cleveland.
I'll get the other 3 AFC North teams. There's an Iowa State player on the Ravens, so I'll get. None on the Steelers, none on the Bengals.
But Surtain's my guy I'm planning to get for the Broncos. Right now, I've ordered Justin Jefferson and Smith and Jigba.
I love.
Yeah. But Surtain's high on my list. That's going to be my Broncos guy.
The funniest thing about Pat Surtain is, like, you never see him.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't get his name called. But
no, they never get his name called. And that's how you know
he's
like
a good
corner.
thing.
Yeah. I remember, like, when the Broncos drafted him, I was so angry because I wanted Micah Parsons, and he got taken, like, the pick before. Or, no, we picked him before. However it went, I can't 100% remember how that all went down. But I remember being so mad that we didn't get him, and I was like,
Micah Parsons is
like
good
this
too,
dude, like I remember looking up his stats, and I'm like, I didn't really watch many Arkansas games to watch Pat Surtain play when he was in college, and I remember like his rookie year just being like, oh my God, he shuts down everybody. Yeah. There's not a single person who he doesn't shut down.
It kind of reminds you of people are saying that Darrelle Revis doesn't have enough interceptions to make the Hall of Fame. That's because no one threw the ball his way.
It's like the year that Trayvon Diggs for the Cowboys had the record in the NFL.
For all those picks.
Yeah.
All those picks. Yeah. Because people were throwing the ball his way.
Yeah, because the year before that, he was trash.
Yeah.
And so people were like, let's throw the ball to him every single time. And then he was just smart and started making plays on the ball. Very smart by him.
Yeah.
He also is maybe one of the greatest college pick sixes of all time against Tennessee.
Something like that, yeah.
I think, Tennessee are a 99-yard pick six, but I like Trayvon Diggs, but I don't know. Just had to mention that because I know there's a couple people out there that are going to say Micah Parsons or whatever, but Pat Surtain clears best defensive player in the league. Myles Garrett, Max Crosby. I heard that the Cowboys are trying to trade for Max Crosby.
I heard Sid did hear that, but I also saw the Raiders and Crosby talk to each other and said Crosby doesn't want to leave for some reason.
Why?
He really loves losing, I guess. I don't know.
I think he just might like the culture of Vegas and being a Raider. Yeah. I feel like of all people in the NFL, Max Crosby gives me the most vibes of like he wants to play for a team that wears black and white.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He is like that definition to me. I also love Myles Garrett, like his emotions, knowing that he's
been more vocal this year, which I'm glad to see because he used to like not be vocal at all. He used to just
until he requested that trade, and then rescinded it,
and then got a $40 million a year worth.
Worth?
Yeah, or if he keeps playing like Myles Garrett, yeah, which he has this year.
Yeah, I would.
It was funny last year at the honors when they gave Surtain the Defensive Player of the Year. On the TV, instead of his name, they put Myles Garrett with Surtain having the trophy. They called him Myles Garrett because Myles Garrett was a finalist.
Don't let him do it to you, Pat.
Because Myles Garrett had won it the year before because he's awesome.
Yeah, so we're kind of just talking general football now, but I'm going to keep on bragging about the Broncos until they get blown out one game, which could very well happen this game.
I think with how good their defense is, this will probably be the game to do it.
This is the test.
Yeah.
This is you're playing against a top 5 offense in the NFL. This is the test. We've kind of the last few weeks been lucky not playing some of the better opponents. I know we had that huge win against the Eagles, but that's kind of their only big win of the year. Was against, and all the games minus that Bengals game have been close. So they're always going to play close games, I think, with everybody because of how, like you said, their defense. But the Broncos, just for as long as possible, just need to hold off the Chiefs. We're one game up right now. Just have to hold them off until we have to play them, and then we have to split. Have to split. I know I'm looking in the future. I should be only worried about Dallas. It's hate week. I just can't help myself but think about how good Pat Mahomes.
That's the pain of being a Browns fan this year is that our defense is so good. Every game's going to be kind of close, at least for a while. But you also know with our offense, we're not winning. I haven't watched. I've just been watching Red Zone.
I don't think the Broncos' offense is significantly better than the Browns' offense.
Yeah. You guys have a
I think our
more
quarterback
proven
is better.
quarterback. Yeah.
But I think Judkins is better than Harvey. and
Dobbins.
yeah,
I take
and Dobbins.
that. Cortland Sutton's better than Jerry Jeudy, but like that's
Well,
not a high bar.
We got rid of Jerry Jeudy for a reason.
Yeah.
I remember when he got drafted. He had one of the best highlight tapes ever. Like a Cooper Kupp, like his route running is so nice. He just can't catch the ball.
Yeah, that's what I remember when the Browns traded for Jeudy. Before that, it was rumored that RG Andrew Berry said we were going to take like a big swing at a wide receiver trade, and that was when the Vikings were having trouble with contract extensions for Justin Jefferson. I was like, holy crap, we're going to trade for Justin Jefferson. And I checked my phone at school one day. I was a senior in high school, and it says, I was maybe been a junior. I think I was a junior in high school. And it says, breaking, the Browns are trading for Jerry Jeudy. And I was like, why?
I was very happy when the Broncos did that because I really believe in Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin. Like, those two guys are they would not, like, if they were on the Cowboys, they'd be like, up to like wide receiver like 4 and 5. But they're beasts for what the Broncos need them to do. Oklahoma always produces those just speed receivers like Hollywood Brown and Marvin Mims, essentially the same
CeeDee
player.
Lamb even, yeah.
Yeah, CeeDee
Lamb's
but CeeDee's got way
fast.
more vertical threat to him than Mims or Hollywood Brown. And he's obviously, I mean, he's
just a great receiver. He's just a great all-around receiver,
Since we were talking about the MVP conversation a little bit, I think it's kind of weird that no one's like that. Dak is not top 5 for MVP voting.
I think it's just because of the record.
I don't think that you can say, that maybe I think you can say Drake May and you can say Baker and you can say Pat, but I don't think Josh Allen's having a better year than him.
Let me see.
Dak's second in passing yards.
It's just because they're a 500 team.
He's
I think that's it.
Second in passing touchdowns, only behind Matt Stafford, who just threw 5 last week, and that's and actually I was gonna say and the Cowboys have a better running game, but kind of probably even between Kyron and Javonte. I wish the Broncos still had Javonte.
Yeah, there are only 3 teams that have broken 200 points this year, and the Cowboys are 1, Colts and Lions. So yeah.
I just saw a stat.
What?
I don't think I realized that Tua was 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Oh man. Dude, Tua's
I was like, oh, Tua's got 11 touchdowns, and I was like, oh, he's got 10 interceptions. That is not good. That's really
there are 2 qualified quarterbacks this year that have yet to throw an interception. Justin Fields and Dylan Gabriel. I don't know what that means, but I hope it's good. But yeah,
I don't know what that means.
For Dak, it's just because they're a 500 team. But like if you look at it, they've allowed 206 points, and the next, the Bengals have allowed 214. The Dolphins have 205. But yeah, they're the only 3 teams with 200 points allowed. So
I picked up
it's very obvious that their defense is selling games, but I think they're just going to have to win if Dak wants to be in the MVP race.
I picked up the Browns defense purely because
25 points.
Or not the Browns defense. I picked up the Bucs defense since they're playing the Saints, and I have the Broncos defense scares me this weekend. That's who I have normally.
Yeah, I picked them up and started them, and then the Giants are just like going to score 30 points.
I had a strategy, a loose strategy I was going to have was anytime the Raiders or Dolphins are playing somebody and their defense is on the waivers, pick them up because those quarterbacks are throwing picks.
Oh yeah,
they're
Geno
throwing
Smith
picks.
is throwing.
They both have 10. They're both leading the league in picks.
I wonder how long Geno Smith lasts because Kenny Pickett came in the game versus the Chiefs.
I think. Actually, I think they're both. Because they did put Quinn Ewers in on Sunday for the Dolphins, but I don't think he's...
That might have just been to keep Tua healthy because they were already out of the game.
I think Pickett is better than Quinn Ewers. He obviously has more experience.
Probably.
He's played in a playoff game for the Steelers.
Yeah,
because that's like the whole Mike Tomlin.
That's Mike Tomlin makes the playoffs
with anybody. Kind of like I expect them to do this year. It's kind of crazy how
they're going to win the North, I think, still, even with losing
the Ravens
Bengals.
Put themselves in too much of a hole.
The Browns are the Browns. I hate when people say that, but I get to say it since I'm a fan. So
the Browns are the Browns.
If anyone else says it, screw you. But I get to say it.
Yeah. Well, happy hate week to all Broncos and Cowboys fans, respectfully. I hate the Cowboys. I hope they get beat by 40.
I don't like the Cowboys in general, so they're annoying.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in later in the week. We'll keep the podcast schedule going as it is. Go from there.